Fear. It's the heartbeat you can't control. The chill that crawls up your spine. The thought that stops you from speaking, moving, or trying. We call it weakness, but fear is not the enemy. It's the oldest and most loyal protector the human brain has ever known. From the moment you're born, fear is your bodyguard. It alerts you to danger, sharpens your senses, and readies you to survive. But in the modern world, where tigers no longer lurk in the bushes, fear often misfires. It protects you from things that can't hurt you: failure, rejection, change, or even your own potential. Today, we'll decode why fear exists, how it controls you, and how to master it without losing what it teaches you. 1. The ancient purpose of fear. To understand fear, we have to travel back thousands of years. Imagine a world where every rustle could mean death. Your ancestors didn't survive because they were fearless. They survived because they paid attention. The emotion we call fear was evolution's way of keeping us alive. It's not an accident, it's a system. When your brain senses danger, the amygdala, a small almond-shaped region deep inside, activates instantly. It floods your body with adrenaline and cortisol, speeding up your heartbeat and tightening your muscles. In seconds, your body prepares for fight, flight, or freeze. It's a survival masterpiece until it starts reacting to emails, social rejection, or the unknown future. Your brain hasn't evolved as fast as your environment. It still sees every uncertainty as a potential threat. That's why the fear response that once saved you from predators now triggers before a presentation or difficult conversation. Fear, in essence, is an ancient tool running on modern problems. 2. The two faces of fear. Psychologists divide fear into two forms: rational fear and irrational fear. Rational fear protects you. It's fear with logic, like avoiding a speeding car or a venomous snake. Irrational fear restricts you. It's the fear of judgment, failure, embarrassment, or trying something new. The problem is that your brain can't always tell the difference. It reacts the same way to both. The key to mastering fear isn't eliminating it, it's learning to distinguish protection from limitation. Ask yourself, is this fear saving me or stopping me? 3. The biology of terror inside your brain. 3 main regions orchestrate fear: amygdala, the alarm system that detects threat; hippocampus, compares current experiences to past memories; prefrontal cortex, the rational mind that tries to calm things down. When the amygdala takes over, the prefrontal cortex, the part that reasons, goes quiet. That's why logic rarely helps during panic. Your brain literally can't process it. This is why you freeze on stage, forget your lines, or can't speak during anxiety. The thinking brain is hijacked by the survival brain. But here's the empowering part. With training, you can teach these regions to cooperate instead of clash. 4. Why we fear what we don't know. The most powerful fear of all is uncertainty. The unknown activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. The brain craves prediction. When it can't foresee what's coming, it interprets that as danger. That's why we fear change, even good change. A new job, a move, or a relationship all carry uncertainty. The brain screams, "Stay where it's safe," even if safe means stagnation. But uncertainty is not the enemy of growth, it's the price of evolution. Every leap forward in your life began with a step into the unknown. 5. The psychology of phobias and anxiety. Phobias are exaggerated fears tied to specific triggers: heights, spiders, crowds. They form when the brain associates harmless things with past danger. Through a process called classical conditioning, the amygdala learns to link one event to another, even if the connection isn't rational. Similarly, anxiety is fear spread across time, fear projected into the future. It's the mind's attempt to prevent pain by predicting it. But constant anticipation keeps the fear cycle alive. In therapy, exposure and cognitive behavioral techniques help retrain the brain. By facing small doses of fear safely, the amygdala learns, "This won't kill me." Over time, the brain rewrites its script. 6. How fear manipulates us. Here's a darker side of fear. It's the most powerful tool of control. Throughout history, fear has been used to shape societies, sell products, and win elections. Political campaigns, advertising, and media often amplify fear because it grabs attention faster than hope. Fear hijacks the brain's attention network. We focus more on threats than neutral information. This negativity bias once kept us alive, but today, it keeps us anxious and divided. The next time a headline makes your heart race, pause and ask, is this informing me or controlling me? 7. Turning fear into power. Fear isn't a signal to stop. It's a compass pointing to growth. Psychologist Susan Jeffers captured it best. Feel the fear and do it anyway. When you step into fear, your brain rewires. Each time you confront discomfort and survive, your prefrontal cortex strengthens. Over time, the amygdala's alarm quiets down. Courage, scientifically speaking, is not the absence of fear, it's the mastery of fear. Here's how to transform fear into power. Name it. Fear thrives in vagueness. When you name it, you shrink it. Breathe through it. Slow breathing signals safety to your nervous system, calming the amygdala. Reframe it. Change. I'm scared. To I'm excited. Both produce the same physiological response, only the story changes. Expose yourself gradually. Start small. Fear fades with familiarity. Every brave person you admire didn't kill their fear, they befriended it. 8. The gift inside fear. Every fear hides a lesson. Fear of failure teaches humility. Fear of rejection teaches authenticity. Fear of change teaches adaptability. When you listen to your fear without letting it drive, it becomes a mentor. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman calls this fear plasticity, the ability of the brain to rewire how it responds to stress. Every time you face fear voluntarily, public speaking, vulnerability, or change, you train your brain to associate challenge with growth, not danger. In essence, you're teaching your nervous system courage. 9. Why you can't eliminate fear, and shouldn't try a life without fear isn't courage, it's recklessness. Fear's absence would make you careless, impulsive, and blind to risk. What we really need is not fearlessness, but fear wisdom. Fear is information. It says, something here matters. The goal is to separate false alarms from true warnings. When you stop trying to eliminate fear and start understanding it, it loses its control. It becomes data, not destiny. 10. From fear to freedom. In one of the most powerful psychological experiments ever done, researchers exposed participants to controlled shocks while showing them neutral images. Initially, the images triggered fear. But after repeated exposure without pain, the fear response disappeared. The takeaway? Repetition rewires fear. Life works the same way. Every time you face something that scares you, and survive, your brain updates its code. The monster in the dark becomes familiar. Courage isn't running into danger blindly, it's walking toward what's meaningful, even when you're afraid. Fear is the oldest emotion in the human brain, and the most misunderstood. It's not your enemy. It's a guide, pointing toward everything that will grow you. Every great story, every invention, every act of love, every leap of faith, was born not in the absence of fear, but in defiance of it. So don't wait to stop being afraid. Wait for nothing. Let fear walk beside you, whispering its warnings. Listen, but keep walking. And when you do, you'll discover something incredible. Fear was never blocking your path. It was the path. If this journey through the mind's oldest emotion gave you courage or peace, take one small step now, facing your own hesitation. Click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and stay brave with Mind Decode, where fear stops being a wall and becomes a window into your strength.